If you're approaching retirement or you've recently started receiving government benefits, there's one mistake that catches many Canadians off guard. People often assume the Canada Pension Plan and Old Age Security work the same way. They don't. In fact, confusing these two programs can affect when you apply, how much you receive, and even whether you're eligible for additional benefits. Today, we'll break everything down in simple terms so you know exactly how CPP and OAS differ and why understanding those differences can make a real impact on your retirement planning. Hello, and welcome back to Canada Pension Pro, your trusted source for clear, reliable updates on Canadian pensions, retirement benefits, and government programs for seniors. Whether you're planning to retire in the next few years or you're already collecting benefits, understanding how Canada's retirement income system works is one of the best ways to make informed decisions. Today, we're comparing two of Canada's most important retirement programs, the Canada Pension Plan, better known as CPP, and Old Age Security, or OAS. Although both programs provide monthly income during retirement, they operate very differently. They have different eligibility rules, different funding sources, different application processes, and different factors that determine how much you receive. Let's take a closer look. One of the most common questions Canadians ask is, what's the difference between CPP and OAS? The short answer is this: CPP is based on your work history and the contributions you made during your working years. OAS is generally based on your age and how long you've lived in Canada after turning 18, rather than on employment history. Because they serve different purposes, it's possible to qualify for both programs at the same time, and many retirees do. However, each benefit has its own rules, and understanding those rules can help you avoid misunderstandings and better plan for retirement. What is the Canada Pension Plan? The Canada Pension Plan is a contributory public pension program. If you've worked in Canada and earned employment or self-employment income, you've likely contributed to CPP through payroll deductions or self-employed contributions. Your future CPP retirement pension depends on several factors, including how much you contributed during your career, how many years you contributed, the age at which you choose to begin receiving your pension. Unlike OAS, CPP isn't automatically available simply because you reach retirement age. It's tied directly to your contribution history. You can choose to begin receiving CPP as early as age 60 or delay it until age 70. Starting earlier generally results in a permanently reduced monthly payment, while delaying can increase your monthly benefit. The decision depends on your personal financial situation, health, expected retirement length, and other sources of income. What is Old Age Security? Old Age Security works differently. OAS is funded through general government revenues rather than individual payroll contributions. You don't earn OAS by paying into the program through your paycheck. Instead, eligibility is generally based on your age, your legal status in Canada, how long you've lived in Canada after age 18. Many Canadians become eligible beginning at age 65, provided they meet the residency requirements established by the federal government. In some cases, Service Canada may automatically enroll eligible individuals, while others may need to apply. It's always a good idea to confirm your status well before your planned retirement date, rather than assuming enrollment will happen automatically. Can you receive both? Yes. Many Canadian retirees receive both CPP and OAS each month. Since they're separate programs with different eligibility rules, receiving one doesn't automatically prevent you from receiving the other. In addition, some lower income seniors may also qualify for the Guaranteed Income Supplement, commonly known as GIS. GIS is different again because eligibility depends largely on income rather than work history or contributions. This is why retirement income often consists of several different government benefits working together. How are payments calculated? This is another important distinction. Your CPP payment depends largely on your contribution record. Someone who contributed consistently over many years at higher earnings may receive a larger pension than someone with fewer contributions or lower lifetime earnings. OAS, on the other hand, generally provides the same maximum benefit to eligible recipients who meet the full residency requirements, although higher income individuals may have some or all of their OAS recovered through the OAS recovery tax, often referred to as the clawback. That means two retirees with very different employment histories could receive similar OAS amounts if they both meet the eligibility rules, while their CPP payments could be quite different. When can you apply? Timing also matters. CPP offers flexibility. You can choose to begin between ages 60 and 70. OAS eligibility generally begins at age 65, although eligible individuals may choose to defer OAS for a higher monthly payment, subject to the program's rules. Understanding these timing options is important because once payments begin, they can influence your long-term retirement income. Before making a decision, many Canadians review their expected retirement expenses, health, employment plans, and other income sources. Are these benefits taxable? Yes. Both CPP and OAS are considered taxable income. That means the amounts you receive may affect your overall tax situation depending on your total annual income. Higher income retirees should also be aware that OAS may be partially or fully recovered if their income exceeds the annual recovery threshold set by the federal government. Because tax rules and thresholds can change over time, it's worth reviewing official information each year or speaking with a qualified tax professional if you have questions about your individual circumstances. Real-life impact? Let's look at a simple example. Imagine Susan and David both retire at age 65. Susan spent more than 35 years working full-time and contributed consistently to CPP throughout her career. David worked part-time for many years and spent extended periods outside the workforce caring for family members. Because CPP is based on contributions, Susan may receive a higher CPP retirement pension than David. However, if both meet the residency requirements for OAS, they could each qualify for OAS regardless of the difference in their employment histories. If David's retirement income is relatively low, he may also qualify for GIS, while Susan may not because her overall income is higher. This example shows why retirement income can vary significantly from one household to another, even when people retire at the same age. Presenter. Commentary. In my view, one of the biggest challenges for future retirees isn't a lack of retirement programs, it's understanding how those programs fit together. Many Canadians focus only on CPP because they remember contributing to it throughout their careers. Others assume OAS is simply another version of CPP. In reality, they're separate programs designed for different purposes. Taking time to understand those differences before retirement can make planning much easier and help reduce surprises later on. It's also important to remember that government programs can evolve over time through legislation, budget measures, or policy changes. That's why staying informed is so valuable. Practical advice. So, what should you do if you're planning for retirement? First, review your CPP contribution history through your My Service Canada account. This can give you an estimate of your future CPP retirement pension based on your contribution record. Next, confirm your expected OAS eligibility and whether Service Canada plans to automatically enroll you, or whether you'll need to submit an application. If you expect your retirement income to be modest, it's also worth learning about the Guaranteed Income Supplement, since it may provide additional monthly support for eligible seniors. Finally, continue checking official Government of Canada announcements for updates. While the core structure of CPP and OAS remains stable, payment rates, income thresholds, and some program details are reviewed and updated periodically. Avoid relying solely on social media posts or unofficial sources, especially when they make claims about major benefit increases without citing government announcements. Let's quickly recap today's discussion. CPP and OAS are not the same program. CPP is based on your employment history and the contributions you made during your working years. OAS is generally based on age and residency rather than employment. Many retirees receive both benefits, while some lower-income seniors may also qualify for GIS. Understanding when to apply, how benefits are calculated, and how taxes may affect your retirement. Income can help you make more informed decisions. The earlier you begin learning about these programs, the more prepared you'll be for retirement. If you found this comparison helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Canada Pension Pro for clear, reliable updates on CPP, OAS, GIS, and other retirement programs that matter to Canadians. If you have questions about your own retirement planning, or there's another pension topic you'd like us to cover, leave a comment below. We read your feedback, and it often inspires future videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next update.